Okay, so this is an extended question. We've got a paintball company and competitors are entering their score for each round into a virtual scorecard. The app chooses a winner between yellow and purple teams based on how many opponents they eliminate. So basically, if yellow eliminate more, they win. If purple eliminate more, they win. So if the yellow count is greater than the purple count, we're sending winner is yellow team, else winner is purple team. And the first question is really straightforward. The variable yellow count equals 5, so that's 5, and that's 2. So if 5 is greater than 2, you show this message, winner is yellow team. So that's where this first answer is coming from. Second one, each team eliminated 5 of their opponents. So this is 5. And this is 5, then which message is going to be shown? Well, there is no specific condition here for a draw. So if 5 is greater than 5, well, it's not greater. So therefore, we go to the else. And because it's not greater, it would say winner is purple team. So the answer to that is that the winner is purple team. We've got data from a virtual scorecard shown below. So got here the name of the team, what round it is, and the number of opponents eliminated, and then total eliminated at the end of the match. So using a programming language, I've used Python, and the variable purple count, so I'm going to underline that because we need to use that. Write code to display a message like the one below. So winners, purple team eliminated 6 yellows. So what we need is print, and then I've got my first part is that's a literal string, and this is literal because that's literally what's going to appear on the screen. And then the purple count variable is going in there. So it would say winners, purple team eliminated however many they eliminated, yellows. It maybe looks a little bit different, but it's very like the question that there was one in the 22 paper and one in the 23 paper where you're doing string concatenation. So this code is used to find the total score for the purple team, and if we ignore my solution at the bottom for a minute, so we've got purple score, so that's variable name I'm going to use, and that's starting out as 0. Receive purple 1 through to purple 5 from the keyboard. So how can I make this more efficient? So we would use a loop, and we would use an array. So instead of having 5 separate variables, I'll have an array. And in this case, in my solution, I chose to call the array purples. I could call the array whatever I want, but the idea is that I'm replacing these individual variables with an array. And then at the bottom, set purple score to purple 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5. And we're going to do that with the array instead. Now, this is very like the 2022 question. It's basically where I lifted it from, where there's a guy doing flooring or painting or something, and he's got a list of 5 or 6 different jobs and the price for each job, and he's totaling them up. So we're using a programming language. I'm not using a design technique. So written this in Python. So we're looping 5 times. And then this replaces the individual variables. So this is the array. Instead of having separate variables. Enter the score, purple score plus equals. So this is a running total. I'm just going to get a different pen colour for a second, just point a couple of things out. So we've got for loop in range. Now I could have called that I in range or counter in range. Doesn't really matter what that variable is, but you see it matches the one in here. So what I'm saying with my array is, instead of getting item 0 or item 1 or item 5 out of the array, I'm getting item loop. So whatever variable this is, so the first time it'll be 0, then it'll be 1, then it'll be 2, then it'll stop at 4. that's what's the element that we're getting out of that array. So I've written a little note there underneath as well. So we're using an array. I called purples. You could have given it another name. The square brackets show I'm using an array. The plus equals notation. So just a little thing. That's just the same as writing purple score equals purple score plus purple's loop. I'm just going to write underneath there that that's the array. That's okay. You could have used that notation. It's just a shorthand with a plus equals. We've kind of done that in class, but it was just to highlight that. And then last bit, we've got this bitmap that's stored. Describe how the bitmap graphic's represented in memory. So it's pixels, plural. What I mean by that is there is more than one pixel, and each one is stored with a binary number. And those are really the two key things that I'm trying to get into my answer. So each of these pixels, plural, is being stored as a binary number.